What's going on? What's going on? I'm able to go live, so let's go live on this one. Let's go live on most of them. Just because I'm getting these downloads to my brain, and I think it's only best that we only just talk about it. I'm getting myself adjusted. Um, Welcome to the United States of America. This is a country where every single race that was caused harm, injury, violence, and murder to was accounted and paid for. But the more. Now, this is what I mean as in more. See, because so many of us think that less is more or more is less. But I mean more as in this color, this melanated skin that you guys like to discuss so much. Black Lives Shatter. In a country where we still trying to figure out what makes you so African American. You never even been to Africa. For those who do make those videos discussing and do share the knowledge on Christopher Columbus and his lies, we were already here. How can you discover something when we were already here? That nigga pulled up in the boat. Nigga, my great granddaddy, that nigga was smoking a blunt, nigga. He said he was smoking something stinking where them motherfuckers pulled up Lincoln. I'm just saying. Black people, let's begin to start discussing the word America. America was only able to do pretty much business here. Understand, overstand, and understand that if you really pay attention, which is always free, everything in America is business, all the way down to your children. To a country who watch homeless be homeless for 20 years, regardless if they are mothers or veterans. I mean, I'm talking about people who actually went to the war and fought for this country, and they get treated with no respect. We watch this country go through all this homophobic actions. And I mean, who cares for that? Because that's been around. But when we start to involve children, this is when they start to get sick. We're watching human traffic rings being caught and brought to the light. And that's only by the ancestors, you guys. Black lives, they are trying to shatter. And the only reason that they're able to push these laws on you because you're still claiming this black skin. You're still calling yourself an African American when you're totally not even American. What was the name of this land before they got here? Do you know what the first piece of land they sold to our people? You know how much money that they sold the land for? Like our people, they gave us $24. Probably a box of Newports. I mean, I'm just playing, minus the Newports, but still, it was only 24 bucks. I know you guys are beginning to witness immigrants and all of these things, and this is only a strategic thing, and only said thing. This is only a strategic way of getting work done. America really don't care about, especially when we start discussing these rich motherfuckers now, right? Well, if we want to be honest, because they shiesty, they dirty, they shysters. So they start to migrate the illegal immigrants who are just happy to be out of their, well, maybe what they call um, horrible. You know, some of them may live in deplorable conditions. No water, running fresh water or electricity, paved roads and things like that. So, as Americans already, you have it pretty fucking good. Um, the country itself is going to begin to crumble because the only people who can save this country will be us. I kind of figured what Donald Trump was trying to do when he said make America great again. He wanted to give us some of our power back. And he understood the only way he can give us some of our power back is if he gave us some of our money back. But you still have the agenda. You can't forget the agenda. And what ended up happening? The agenda took over. Everybody went to go buy Gucci bags and purses. And it's not even about those people who did open businesses, but how many businesses that were open for black or for more people of our melanation? What businesses that was open to help us strive and prosper? We got enough barbershops and beauty salons, okay? All these nail technicians and shit. We got enough restaurants. I mean, come on, man. They talk about the average American male can't even do 5 push-ups. And I always seem to notice how everybody it's like everybody following somebody. Like everybody happen to always want to do the same thing. I don't give a fuck because you put a different name in it and you selling chicken there, nigga. Chicken wings is chicken wings. You know how many motherfucking spots like that? Unless you prepare to open hundreds and hundreds of chains of restaurants to keep your shit in a fighting battle, or actually put only this amount of money into a family strong business, and your restaurant gonna fail within the first year or the next 3. And this is just facts. Black lives shatter because they're gonna try, and I say try, to weaponize us with jobs, food, and violence. It's so sad to see how much hatred is in the hearts of these children out here, man. See, because I was one of those lost children who had to learn how to find himself. But when you put on them universal glasses, you can't take them back off. When you put on them universal glasses, like, you can't help but see everything for the way it is and everything. Like, bruh, like, I can't even sip alcohol without even knowing that I know the effects and what it does. You see what I'm saying? I already got to still fight against smoking tobacco that I buy from these companies that I don't produce, right? That's my thing, is more like people, our melanated color. Why didn't we start like tobacco products, you know? Not to say weed companies, though we got a lot of those, shops of money, man, whatever, but like shit like tobacco, things that we like. Like, we really need to invest in our own clothing, but like, not to put a pretty penny on it. Like, you guys don't enter and understand like the amount of clothes that's made next to nothing. Like, I had to argue with my sister talk about a Michael Kors hat, and I told her, you know how much money you can look this shit up. You know how much money they used to make this hat? And you know how much money you spent to buy the hat? But that shit always go right over their head, right? Like, it's like you would rather spend that much amount of money after I just pretty much, you feel me, just told you, like, the hat ain't made out of shit. You see what I'm saying? How many of these clothes that we buy that be talking about some is gonna keep you warm or don't fade or whatever, man, that shit fall apart. Like I'm watching my beloved people do. And and this ain't got shit to do with Hope. Hope died a long time ago. Hope died around that time or before that time with Martin Luther King. And I ain't gonna even fake. I wasn't feeling Martin Luther King's dream. You know why? Because that was Martin Luther's dream. And that's not what we needed. You know what Martin Luther's dream did to us? It punked us. And we became violent towards each other. I said it. I don't give a fuck because he got his own little day off on a Monday. I still show my respects where respect's given. But Martin Luther King was a cheater. That nigga was cheating on Coretta Scott. You could look right now, you could look at the CIA declassified documents. You could look it up. Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson and them, these niggas was cheating on their wives, nigga. So you keep all that preacher shit in your pocket. Nigga, I do my research and I read daily. So whatever, I don't give a fuck about Martin Luther King's dream. Because all that shit did to our people was punk us. And not only punk us, but we became ultrally violent towards each other. I have the paperwork, which is why I chose to go live. Because when I start getting these thoughts, I just got to start talking. Those who subscribe, hit that like button. Anything you want to say, man, because I got another one coming. I got another one, some hot shit, because we're going to get into it when this shit come to my mind. But Martin Luther King, man, his dream ain't do shit but punk us, and he was a lying-ass, cheating nigga. Talk about some I have a dream. Like, I remember sitting there listening to that shit when I was like 9, 8 years old with my pawpaw, long live him, and he was a great man. Man, like, I be so over the religion shit because the religious shit ain't shit, bro. It's like they just want to fuck. It's like somebody always in there want to fuck your bitch or fuck your kid. Like, what the fuck is up with the church? Yeah, man, I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to watch my mouth now. Like, y'all think I'm gonna get penalized. I ain't worried about no human penalized. I ain't worried about no human penalties, boy. I'm one of the ones. I already knew that. I figured that out years ago. I'm Mr. 22 himself. Sir 22. I'm SR 22. So hit that subscribe button. Free Rashad Jamal. What do you say? Positive energy always create elevation. So I always push that. I'm always gonna stay that. Some of you guys are too sensitive, and we're living right now in the times, and it says it in the book. Everybody is too sensitive. Comedians can't even tell jokes like they used to because motherfuckers afraid that or motherfuckers just don't want you to say something that's gonna hurt their feelings, gonna hurt your little old feelings. But you chose to come to the comedy show where all these motherfuckers do is crack jokes, like the little ugly bitch Azalea Banks. The remarks she had to say on DC Young Fly, like that shit she said. Bitch, you still ugly, you still look through, and you, bro, like, what the fuck? So what was you trying to get out of this dissing the dead? You know what I'm saying? Same for the motherfuckers who dissed Kevin Samuels and he died. What changed? Vivica A. Fox, bitch, every time I see your ass on the little TV show, bitch, ain't no ring on you, ain't no nigga chasing you. You still talk about 50 Cent. Although that nigga got a new baby and everything, you still talk about this man like he wants you. Man, let that shit go, old bitch. You need to be trying to figure out something else. I don't know relationship-wise because you got enough money to buy a relationship if you want to. If you want to quit playing, just keep it 1K, you know what I'm saying? This is a different type of generation. Y'all in this bitch trying to think this shit finna thrive off some shit that y'all didn't even raise y'all kids off of. How y'all gonna sit here and try to, like, this is why I'm not digging this high value woman shit, this high value man shit, cause it's pointless. It's dumb as hell. Because how are we sitting up here trying to fight for some things that majority of us never was raised on? How are we talking about some things that majority of us has never been raised on? So what the fuck we need to do is sit down and just talk to each other. Right? Like, let's eliminate the money. Let's eliminate your career. Let's eliminate your traumatization. Start with your name and then let's go from there. Like, let's not talk about our parents and shit. Because listen, some of you mothers was professional side bitches your whole life. She just portrayed it different. Some of your daddies weren't nothing ass niggas. Mama just portrayed it different, right? Like, I'm just saying. How the fuck we all sitting up here crying about some shit and none of us was raised like that? I wasn't raised like that. So for those people who wasn't raised like that and who try to, or who work towards those things, those are people who get those results all the time. I don't give a fuck, man, woman, or alien, right? If you working towards that goal for that relationship, whatever, is what it's going to be. Because I done seen men generous at times, and I don't even know that's a number. Men generous at times that motherfuckers make it work. It's just all about your thought process. So this high value men shit, this high value women shit don't make no sense. What I'm all about right now, what I'm thinking about is where we at as melanated people with this country. Cause y'all don't understand what this shit with the immigrants don't do, what it's gonna do to food stamps, what it's gonna do to your little sisters, all of that. Y'all don't understand none of this shit. So yeah, we gotta find like I ain't gonna need a lot of ancestors and all this shit gotta happen, you guys. All y'all thinking this shit, it gotta happen now. Like, no, for real, like all these kids running around crazy. Tupac said it in the 90s, thug life. Y'all niggas thought it was some gangster shit. All of y'all niggas thought it was a gangster shit, and I know there's always be the most gangsters motherfuckers be the snitches. They be the most hoe ass niggas. Thug life. Only in meaning the hatred you give little infants, fuck everybody, everything, everyone, everywhere. Okay? Like y'all gonna watch these young, I'm talking about 12, 13 up, nigga. Y'all finna watch, and I ain't talking about all the kids, but you will watch a good percentage of them because that's only gonna show the percentage of the parents that's not caring. And I'm not having no fear in my heart, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even fake to y'all, man. I'm not gonna even fake to y'all, man, because if y'all wanna call it the end of the world, then bring it on. But it ain't gonna be the end of the world for us, so everything's shifting. And y'all don't like how these little kids shifting. Y'all don't like the energy that they putting out because they not feeling that soft ass shit you talking no more. They not feeling that shit. Y'all don't let these kids like, and then for newer parents, it's gonna be a little bit more harder and harder. The kids got everything they want to know and seek in their hand. They technically don't have to ask you. So it's best for you to try to talk to your kids, communicate with your kids, and figure out what your kids into. I'm pretty sure a lot of those school shootings and shit, a lot of those kids get caught with guns and shit could have been provoked if the parents were involved, right? Like that little incident with that man and that woman inside the little spot. Y'all supposed to be getting y'all motherfucking food and leaving. And like that woman, I don't even understand you to be arguing with a man. This nigga better been your baby daddy or whatever, nigga. I mean, obviously he wasn't because he died. But how's you arguing with a man you don't know? And he telling you he gonna hit you. Like, yeah, he was wrong. He wasn't supposed to hit you. But how many times do you see a fucking bitch just arguing with a nigga and nothing happened? Yeah, I call you a bitch because born intentionally to check hoes. He was checking your whole ass. And you chose to put your son in a predicament of killing this man and going to jail for life. If it wasn't in the self-defense of your poor ass mothering skills on sevenfold, if it wasn't for your nigga, that was the ancestors on God, nigga. But you was wrong, so you gonna get some karma for that shit, for that man's life, and you better pray that it ain't on your son. You done got this man murked. You better move out of Chicago or where the fuck you at. Because some problems gonna come for that young boy. That boy gonna have some issues. You thinking you finna be all sweet, lovely. Y'all just killed this man. Man, y'all don't even know what his family own. His family probably out there for smoke right now. Y'all niggas in this bitch think y'all finna go viral. That's what I told my girl the other day. You don't think it's that hard to get a motherfucker. People post everything, like where they kicking it at, the address. Like you could get a motherfucker if you want to. That's why I said, man, your cell phones is your biggest computers, you know. But as black people, I need y'all to stay on y'all P's and Q's when it comes to this shit with the community, because it will have something to do with you. And we need to smarten up on this and stop stop living off our trauma, because all this feeling shit doing is killing us. Okay? It's killing us or imprisoning us. And we're trying to do away with all this bullshit because everybody know the law. I'm telling you guys, man, like, I'm not saying I done lost faith in all my black folks on everything, bro. But you just don't know how much I thank the ancestors and the universal God himself for being on our side, making us who we are. Because, nigga, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of murder will happen. Like Donald Trump said, what do you feel about the Ukrainian and the Russian war? He just said, I just want people to stop dying. I fucking hate everything that represents about them. Like you can't even say make America great again. Let's just be great people. Like, nigga, we was thriving, nigga. We are trade market and all of that. They done burned out Black Wall Street. Y'all don't even know what Black Wall Street and all of that could have been if we would have had 2, 3, 4 Wall Streets in America. But we so fucking discombobulated and hatred and full of fucking violence here. We hate every fucking thing. Like, bro, I don't even fucking get it. Like, bro, I really don't. The motherfucker, we complaining about bitches, we complaining about men. Like, bro, I think the ancestors hear me this now, boy, with the window cracked so they hear my voice through the wind. I thank the ancestors every moment with my heart, if it ain't worship or if it ain't praise, and just to say it, that they here assisting us with this. Because, bruh, we need some assistance, nigga. Y'all, like, I'm like, y'all don't even understand. Like, even if we was to try to fight back right now, they already got some shit in war. So that's why they pushing so many guns off on us. They probably thinking one day we click up. Bitches still talk about the meaningless things and niggas still doing the meaningless stupid shit. And it's still for the law and all that, nigga. And it's still for everything, nigga, that's against us. And everything they doing is against us. That's why our ancestors here. So you can keep thinking it's fake if you want to. Nigga, cause I'm in Cleveland almost in a month, nigga, 30 plus kids that went missing. What the fuck is y'all talking about out here? Y'all niggas ain't talk about shit. And that's on my dead mother, nigga. And she hear me loud and clear. Y'all niggas fake. Look, people fake as hell out here, Joe. I'm gonna be the most watched man coming out this motherfucker. I got some things to say. Hey, I got some things to say. There's a lot of things that need fixes. Like Peter said, like Peter Griffin said. You know what grinds my gears? You know what really grinds my gears? To watch all this fake shit go on and ain't nobody giving a fuck about us. Because if you really gave a fuck about us, you would talk about us more, nigga. I'm tired of seeing all our fucking women sexualize everything. And all our men, I ain't gonna even say gangsterize anything because the gangster shit gonna die out. You know what's real gangster, nigga? Taking care of your kids. You know what's really gangster, nigga? Just being a genuine person. You know what I'm saying? You know what's really gangster, nigga? Changing yourself. Being healthy. Ain't nothing wrong with guns. It's what you doing with the guns. And I'm still trying to confuse why are we turning the guns on ourselves? I'm going to go live with this Let Me Make a Slave. I'm going to read everything and we're going to discuss it. We got to have a discussion. There ain't nobody talking about shit. Okay? Ain't nobody talk about nothing. I don't give a fuck because you want to say, oh, he got hair on his chest. Listen, bruh. How about, let me say I'm getting some shit off my chest, right? Oh, nice.